I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kelly, and we are back with another video. It is Twitter Tuesdays, and if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and go ahead and subscribe, guys, if you're into true crime stories, political topics, and news stories. Then you will enjoy yourself here. And if you are not new to the channel, thank you so much for being a friend. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and anything you can do to help me out, guys. If you can like the video, give me a comment, whatever, it really does help my channel out, and I very much appreciate you for doing that. So if you are new and you don't know what's going on, well, Twitter Tuesdays is a little something that we do every week where we go over all of the most insane, the most weird, and just the most random things that you might find on a Twitter, okay? And we're going to talk about them today on this video, and we're going to get into some things, guys. So without further ado, in keeping with the tradition of Twitter Tuesdays, I thought I would go ahead, and for the third week in a row, guys, we're going to, we're making this a tradition within a tradition. We're going to start off with a song, okay? And I know you guys enjoyed the last two songs that I brought to you, and this one's no different. We do have a different genre. Strap onto your seatbelts and get ready, kids, because this is a banger right here, okay? Hope y'all are ready. Let's get into it.
Hottest bitch up in my city, no debate about it. Go tell that Karen stop staring, take a picture, matter of fact. This ain't shit, go hit my Insta, matter of fact. I'm that bitch, so quit your bitchin', here's a fact. Sit and listen, I am a light in the life for others, a sight for sore eyes, not to be trifled to fuck with. I am not ducking and covering, I am not tucking in public. I want you to know where my nuts is. I share an empty wallet, lips a lot where I keep my fucks in. I ain't no titties on my chest, if gender's what's between your pants. Now if you with it, grab a pistol, pop a bigot in his little dick. I'm about to pop up on the opposition. Where we at? I ain't no titties.
Hello? Did he just threaten me? Because I feel threatened by not only his words, but everything about him. I mean, hello? He just said he wants me to see where his nuts are at, so he's not tucking in public, okay? He's coming out nuts swinging in your face. You're gonna deal with it. You're gonna shut up. Your daughter's gonna look at them, and everyone is gonna be okay with it, or else, he's gonna shoot you in the face, basically, is what he's saying. So yeah, that was that was our song for the week. So, guys, let me know how y'all feel about it. Maybe rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. What do you think? What do you give this person's lyrical skills? I would say a negative 5. I don't know. And that's being kind. But and I y'all let me know, because I'm just, I'm no expert here. So I do want to there's another song that I couldn't decide, in keeping with, this is Pride Month after all. I wanted to, the first portion of this video is going to be dedicated strictly to the prideful people, our favorite topic, or, one of our favorites, all of the crazy people in our society that are trying to take over everyone's lives. And so I couldn't decide between this song and there's another song, and I want to apologize in advance for subjecting you guys to this. It's going to get real breathy, and real close in about 2 seconds.
Take an exhale.
Ugh.
One more time. Take an inhale.
I don't want to do it anymore.
I made up a song for you. Take an inhale.
Ugh.
Take an exhale.
Oh
Take
God.
an inhale.
It stinks.
Take an exhale.
Oh my God, gross.
One more time. Take an inhale.
Ugh.
Take an exhale.
my God.
Let go. I made up a song.
Smell malt liquor, cheap lipstick, and semen breath. That's literally all I can smell from this video. So please get out of my face immediately, because you are a groomer, and you know, I thought we left you in the dust. Okay, this is the same one that has a Patreon that he encourages kids to go and talk to him on, so they can have a private, quote unquote, private space. And this is the same one that encouraged kids to cut off their families and stop talking to their parents if their parents don't approve of them chopping off their breasts or their dinglings. So degenerate is an understatement for this one right here. And like I said, I can smell this video, and I don't enjoy it. I do not appreciate it whatsoever. So let's move on, guys. We're going to get into the rest of our, you know, prideful videos. So let's just, you know, there's nothing more to say about this one right here, but let me start it over so you guys can get the full glory. Okay, this was a family parade. Yeah, obviously family friendly by looking at this in West Hollywood. So let's see what's going on here in the back of this pickup truck. My God, look at this man's face right here. My face, this guy's loving it right here. We see this guy right here. He's loving it. He's shooketh. I don't know if this is enjoyment or if this is disgust. I don't know what's going on. Not great. Not great. So, these are the people. Oh my, ew! Oh my God. Go home! Ugh! This is disgusting. In broad daylight. Ugh. Look at the crowd, too. You just see these gross people. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Oh, wow. Ah, God. Look at this one. Just listen, is June over yet? Because, and somebody on Twitter, you know, people are trying to like LARP and like cope and seethe and say like, oh, you know, conservatives are going to reclaim June as like, you know, proud of life, or like, so, I don't know, just like trying to turn it into something. No, I'm so sick of the every month needs to be a this, and every other day needs to be a holiday. We need to do this kind of day, and a day of celebration for this one and that. I'm over all of it. Like, we need a law to like limit the amount of holidays and designated months for this or that and the other thing. I'm done with all of it. I don't really care. I just don't want to see any of it. Especially not this right here. This is utterly depraved and disgusting. So let's just quickly move on, guys, because I can't. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble looking at this. So let's move on to our next LGBT video that we have here. So this oh wait. Oh, this is Joe Biden. Okay, well, same thing. Okay, let's just revisit this, guys. Let's just revisit. Ah! Oh my God. Hello? Can you get up? Can you get up? Yeah, okay. So that's your president, guys. That's y'all's president. I don't know how he got in here with this group of LGBT videos, but he fits right in. You know, he really does. So I want to show you guys this one video next, and I'm sure maybe some of you have seen it, but this man, and I've been very active on Twitter lately. Obviously, like, Twitter is my favorite social media app. I very much enjoy. And I take great pride in going on these people's pages and just literally like dismantling them with just truth. And this person blocked me on Twitter, and that's so indicative of these people. They don't have a legitimate argument, so all they can do is get angry, attack, and then like just cut you off, cut you out of their existence, pretend like, you know, they can just block you from their worldview and you can't speak to them anymore. It's absolutely absurd because I never block anybody. These people, you can talk to me all you want. Come to my Twitter mentions. I don't give a damn because I will go back and forth with you. I will be that person. I don't care. This went on for days under someone else's thread and I just did not give a two shits, okay? Because whatever, like, let's do it. And it just, because it proves a point. So let's see what he has to say.
Cow achievement. Trans women can indeed lactate. You would follow the Newman-Goldfarb protocol, a medical protocol designed to help women induce lactation if they were not, like, getting pregnant themselves. I'm gonna be a mother. That's in the works, in the process. And part of that process is that I am working to induce lactation to be able to breastfeed our youngest child. Yeah, actually mommy Naomi. I've actually already successfully induced lactation. Like, I can actually make milk now, which has been a very interesting and very cool experience. It's like very biologically affirming too, which is something that's like gatekept from trans women, like so difficult. Both motherly and
So we'll say that, like, this person blocks me on Twitter for simply stating truth about themselves, okay, itself, and to say that a man can lactate, and I've actually gotten a full education on this since going on my little Twitter wars with these two individuals. And I've looked into it. I did my own research, because they were very adamant about their arguments. And so come to find out, yes, while technically it is true that men can quote unquote lactate, it is abnormal. It is indicative of something being wrong with your body if you're a man and you're doing that. And it's not considered to be normal lactation. There's a different word for it, which I can't remember right now, and I don't want to remember because it's a completely obsolete point, because it's just not a real thing. It's not part of reality. These people are trying to bring it into the forefront. I reject that completely. And I'm sorry, you're doing child abuse when you, as a man, want to stick your moob inside of a baby's mouth and give it the chemically induced liquid that's coming out of your man nips. Okay? It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And I can't really say much more because I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube, but you guys let me know, how do y'all feel about this? Y'all tell me, can men lactate? The answer is no, by the way. And if you are lactating, if you're a man and you're leaking from your nips, I would go to the doctor immediately because it's not normal. And they try to use this argument, well, some women can't lactate naturally and they have to take drugs. That is supplementing something that is already natural to the body, and you're basically helping your body along. It is the same way that you take, prenatal vitamins and things of that nature, just to help yourself along if you're having any sort of like difficulties or whatever. It's like a vitamin. It's like basically a function that your body already does and you are helping it. If you're going against nature and against what is naturally right and functional for your body, that's Frankenstein shit, and I don't want any part of it. Okay, so yeah, again, I'm proud that person blocked me. Very proud. This was great right here, okay? I just want to say that this was great, and this is what we need more of. This is gonna cause some friction because these are a bunch of Muslim and Islamists who are protesting the LGBTQ curriculum outside of a school board. Okay, so we've never really seen this yet. We've seen some Muslims pushing back against this, like go into their school boards and things like that. And it's so funny to me to see this because these liberals don't know what the fuck to do. They are so just beside themselves with like sheer panic because, as most people know, you don't really like mess with like Muslims, and they're very, obviously serious about their faith, which much respect to them. Christians should take our faith more seriously and not allow people to trample all over it. But we believe, different things. So that's neither here nor there. We can get into like a religious debate at another time. But in the world of leftism, in the world of liberalism, there are these tier systems of like victimhood. There's these tier systems of like who is to be respected, who is to be upheld in society, who is to be revered. And, you know, Muslims are actually pretty high up there. And, you know, if they don't respect them on a victimhood level, then I would say most of them are maybe fearful of offending and, you know, something, maybe some harm coming to them because they are so known to be radical about their faith. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them are known to be like violent radicals about their faith. So, and I'm not going to say anything on that. That's like, I don't practice that, so I don't know. I do not have enough knowledge to speak on that. But this video, heart, loved it. More of this, please. I would go stand with these Muslims all day long, at the front of the line with these people. Love it.
Protect our children! 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 Protect our children!
Let's fear God! Let's fear God!
Religious freedom now! 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 Religious freedom now!
Secular schools! Secular
Look at these leftists. Look at these. They don't know what to do. They're shitting themselves.
Secular schools! Secular schools!
One little voice.
schools!
One little voice.
Secular schools! Secular schools! Secular schools! Secular schools! Secular schools!
Oh my god. These people don't know what the F to do. It's so beautiful. And look how large this group is. This is what you find, guys. If you go to one of these protests, I would suggest you do it. Get involved with a little bit of activism, with a little bit of protest life, and you'll see that, like, it's a very uplifting moment because you can see, like, just how many people agree with you. And the Antifa leftist side is normally teeny tiny in comparison. So very love to see it. Very much beautiful stuff. And now let's check in on Alyssa Milano because I don't think she's doing so hot, guys.
Bitches! If you're gay, I want to follow you. If you're a lesbian, I want to follow you. If you're LGBTQ+, I want to follow you. If you're trans, I want to follow you. If you're a drag queen, I want to follow you. I support everyone.
What about straight people? What about white men? What about, white women? Like, this level of pandering, it makes my stomach turn. I can't even look at you, Alyssa Milano. I don't even know how these people turn into what they turn into, but it's so funny to me. It is so hilarious to see someone become completely unhinged and utterly deranged over the years. Growing up with them, watching them in movies, watching them on television shows. And then one day you look up and they're, they look like this and they're doing things like this. And it's sad to see. Rip to Alyssa Milano. So let's get into this woman and see what is she having to say. She's got a very teeny tiny little baby. I don't know what she could possibly be saying about this. Let's see.
Gay baby.
Huh?
It's a gay baby.
Hello? Oh!
Gay baby.
Can you put the baby down?
Gay.
What? Is that baby being fed? Why is he so skinny?
Please
and you're fat.
Oh. Okay.
Is this even your baby?
Be what you want to be, but be gay. Okay?
Be what you want to be. Oh my god.
No pressure. No pressure, but pressure.
Ugh.
Gay baby. It's a gay baby. Gay baby.
Oh my god.
Gay. Please be gay. Oh. Okay.
Ugh.
Be what you want to be, but be gay. Okay?
The person in the background, I don't know whose baby this is. It can't be yours, ma'am. Because you recoil in disgust when your baby sneezes or coughs in your face. But here you are, grooming your child to be gay. what? Who raised you people? And where are those parental figures in your life? Because I need an intervention for you. This is so mentally twisted and I just don't even understand how people think that this is a good idea. How do you get to the point of so completely and utterly lost and deranged that you make this video? First of all, you're not feeding that baby. Second of all, I'm worried for him. He's very skinny and you're very large. And then third of all, you actually post it thinking that you're like doing something. You think you're doing something. You're not. We're worried about you. We're worried about the baby, actually. My God. So this is what's going on, guys. And this is what's going on in your schools. This is what's going on in your typical average American school. What in the actual? What in the actual F? I mean, just get your kids out of public schools, guys. I don't know. I don't know about any of this. This is all bad. Terrible stuff. Is every teacher that works here gay? I mean, or did they just all like bend over and let, daddy government and the elite woke agenda, stick it in with no lube whatsoever, and basically just allow themselves to be raped at every turn, at every event. They give in and they say, fine, take it. I mean, what is this? Why is this a thing for these kids? Look like elementary, maybe middle school at the most. They're in middle school, but this looks like elementary school. Why? Anybody? Why? Okay.
Some more men just showed up to support us. This cop's going to give them a hard time.
This is public property within respect. Oh, I'm
no.
respecting.
What?
You know who's cheering for us? The people that are in hell.
Let them have their day? I'm sorry, is it their day? Because it looks to me like you all are sharing a city and a street and a sidewalk and a life and a world. Let them have their day. So they own the day. And everyone else just has to sit down and shut the hell up and have nothing to say about it. It doesn't matter what they are over there doing. They could be in that van cooking meth for all you know. And you don't give an absolute F. Because it's their day, right? Let them have their day. You need to shut up, sir. Praying to God. How dare you?
So you do you, and I'm going to do me. This is public property. You.
What a sad little man.
God is not... That's it.
Wow.
Getting this on film.
Can I give him my bag? All stuff.
Wow.
Yo, I'm going to need you to go to 128 North.
Wow.
And they're clapping.
Wow.
Brothers, man.
I cannot believe I'm watching this.
Altar.
Wow. What a manlet.
God bless you, brother.
He's mad because he's like half a foot shorter than this other guy, and he could never be the Chad that he wanted to be. I mean, this butch lesbian right here is more man than this man will ever be. That is a false arrest. I'm sorry. I hope whoever this man is, I hope he's got lawyers and is suing the pants off of everyone in whatever city this is. That is absolutely ridiculous. Hopefully this is not in Canada and somewhere in America. I pray, because if it is, you need to sue everyone involved, okay? Especially this little turd muffin right here, and make sure he gets what he's got coming to him. So that's what's going on, guys. I wish I knew where. Okay, yeah. So this is in America. At a Pennsylvania Pride event. Sue the whole state of Pennsylvania. I want this man to own Pennsylvania after it's all said and done, because absolutely disgusting for him to be arrested for praying on the street, protesting a Pride event, peaceful protesting, absolutely illegal arrest, totally unconstitutional. Sue, sue, sue. So this next video, guys, I want to show y'all is a badass woman. We're probably going to watch the whole thing because it was so epic. Her 5-minute rant that she went on. And I've showed you guys another video. Maybe not the whole thing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I showed you guys another video from a different event. This is Kelly J. Keene's page. She's been doing all of these Let Women Speak events all over the world. And there's been so many powerful speeches from women to come out of these events, and this is just one of them. And let's get into this amazing woman who seems to be more of a liberal, like a typical classical liberal, but it's not like I agree with everything. She's very, feministic in her approach. It seems to me like she's more of like a classical feminist, whereas like that's not really what I subscribe to. But at the same time, I do feel when it comes to this whole women being co-opted by men situation that we're in now, I'm totally against it. And in that regard, I guess I am a feminist. That's the only regard I'm a feminist in. But just that the fact that I don't want men thinking that they can become me or thinking they can become other women and entering our spaces. I'm so feminist that I understand that there is a huge difference, complete difference in men and women, and I want to uphold the binary. I want to uphold the patriarchy, and I think that it is one of the biggest fights of our life. So let's get into this young lady's speech.
I've condensed it. I said basically in the beginning that I was raised on the tolerant left. I used to be an ally. So like most, when COVID hit, I ended up chronically online. It was during that time that I finally saw just how deranged the left had become. But there was no way around it. My tolerant left had gone and lost its fucking mind. Trading intolerance chips for totalitarianism, for some shut up, get on your knees and comply. Misogyny, that slimy hand around women's throats that I saw as a child, misogyny had had a revamp. It was glamorous now, all sparkly. It had some flags and new allies. Violent beta males wearing hankies on their faces, giving a wink and a nod to their comrades while screaming down women who just don't fancy having girl dicks shoved in their daughters' faces in the change rooms at the pool. Their green-haired 20-something female conspirators feeling righteous while shielding trans-identified men who'd raped little girls and then had their chance with female inmates while imprisoned with them against their will. Freshly anointed trans women athletes mopping the tracks and stalls of the blood, sweat and tears of female athletes who they'd beaten, those tirelessly dedicated women from whom they'd stole. Women were just a feeling. We weren't mothers anymore, we were birthers. I hadn't breastfed for 3 long fucking years. Sore and overtouched breasts, loving the dazed and tired from sleepless nights. I chest-fed for inclusion. Our lesbian and gay friends weren't allowed same-sex attraction. Their orientation was just a genital preference for backwards boomers, too vanilla and hate-filled to enjoy someone's vagina without wincing or take that organic strap because it's real and so it's better, ladies. Now suck it. Pedophiles had had a rebrand too. Minor attracted people they were, stunning and brave and here to stay. And if we made a peep about it, we were alt-right fascists. Or the slightly lesser charge, alt-right fascist adjacent, because apparently safeguarding children is violent. Protecting their little bodies is far right. I used to be an ally, but now after having my compassion as a woman weaponized against me, being abused by filthy misogynists and their tragic brainwashed handmaidens, watching our lesbian sisters have to fight again for men to get the fuck out of their bedrooms and social spaces. Reading of countless women and children getting raped and discarded by decrepit autogynephiles wearing woman face like it's our skin, and watching all of those trans folks and trans allies kick back and just deny. Denouncing detransitioners like they were the new suppressive persons and thus all but the scum of the earth. Yet not a word about the sick and twisted men claiming womanhood who were harming us, representing them in their name, no less. And not a side glance, of course, at all the trans-identified women and girls, forcing nothing, forcing no one save for the muscle and sinew to be cut from their bodies for the sake of simulacrum. It's funny that. I'll politely state for the record it's my preference not to be called a cis woman. I don't qualify my existence in relation to another's. Which is especially the case for narcissistic Trojan horses. I will be referred to as a woman, as a female, as a feminist, and not their brand of feminist, but my own. Because women far stronger than us fought long and hard for us to be standing here, and there isn't a misogynist alive who has the chops to change my mind. But they'll call me a TERF regardless, and I'm at the point where I just don't fucking care. Your ad hominems, they're no good here. You can't cash in that guilt by association. Your redirections, projections, smear campaigns, mistruths, and flying monkeys all course. They all alter course and land squarely back on you because reality defines who I am, who we are. I exclude no females from that shared reality, not one. All are welcome here and welcome to return, even those handmaidens, especially the handmaidens, because they won't always be safe from those pitchforks that they're wielding. They're not men, so they're disposable. And if they speak out in turn, then they'll get turned on too. We've been through worse, and we've survived because we're women. We're built different. We're observed, not assigned. And nothing enrages a misogynist more than a woman saying no while insisting that she knows her own mind.
Oh my God, girl, yes! Amazing. Love her. Love it. Love that. Love Kelly, too. Amazing. This is the type of shit that is so great, you know, not very often that I think that it requires this level of forcefulness for women to come out and, you know, really lead in this way, you know. And at the end of the day, this is an area where we need to be the leaders, okay? In most scenarios, in most areas of life, I would say that men should be the leaders. But when it comes to this topic here, nobody knows how to be women but women. And we have to lead the charge against this. Point blank, period. And that is a badass woman. Badass woman with a amazing, beautiful speech. So we continue, guys. Let's move on. I'm sorry, I had to play the whole thing. I love that. I've listened to that so many times, but I love it. I love it. So let's get into Jimmy Dore. He had a few things to say at his...
People tried to get informed about that.
...stand-up routine. Let's listen to him.
Other people shame them. They would say, please tell me you're not going to do your own research. You've heard people say that. Please don't do your own research. You know, before COVID, doing your own research used to be called reading. Now you're shaming me for reading? At the behest of Big Pharma? It's like I woke up in the middle of a Bill Hicks bit. Well, looks like we got ourselves a reader. Tell me, boy, what you reading for? Don't you know everything that needs to be readed's already been readed by a smart person? That's how much people internalized the propaganda from Big Pharma, was that they would be anti-intellectual enough to shame people for reading while they're wagging their finger at them for doing it. You would never shame people for trying to get informed, no matter what other subject it was, no matter how unimportant. Like if I say, hey, I'm gonna go buy a car. Don't look into it. Well, how will I know which car to get? Ask the salesman. He's the expert. What are you, Henry Ford?
Oh my God, so good. So freaking good. I love that leftist right there. That's one of the good ones. Okay, guys, we can get along. We just have to find the ones that are not insane people and have common sense, but just differ with us on, policy and politics. It's not that big of a freaking deal. We can agree to disagree. But as long as you're not forcing anything on me or spouting off crazy nonsense, and you can acknowledge when your side's wrong and I can acknowledge when my side's wrong, it's a beautiful life. We're coexisting. We're loving it. We're loving life. So very, very good stuff from Jimmy Dore there. Okay, guys, so
let's boycott Walmart, because look at this. Girls Trip, they're promoting women driving. Not okay.
Oh my God. I love that. It's so true. That is dangerous, honestly. Probably the most dangerous shirt I've ever seen. And I don't agree. Walmart, you got some explaining to do. Women driving? Yeah. You are going to get it, Walmart. You're going to get the rage of me. So these people get the rage of these criminals here, which is the case more often than not in our society. We are seeing this every day. At least people are fighting back, though. We'd love to see that. We'd love to see people fighting back. And this woman, first of all, look at this. Okay, so we have a black, whatever. All these people should be helping. Why are you watching? Go block an entrance. Go do something. You're big. What? Like, hello? Remember, teamwork makes the dream work, guys. If you see this, if one person is fighting back, you cannot all get in trouble if you're trying to stop a thief. Okay, so all it takes is that one person to fight back, and then everyone else has a moral obligation to get involved at that point. I don't care. I don't really care. If you don't feel like you have more moral obligation, you do. And I'm judging you if I see you in person not helping to stop these criminals, okay? Because I'm getting a cart in there, and we're going to get shit done, okay? We're stopping this at all costs.
Okay, don't shoot me. Because I pay my fucking money. I pay my fucking money. I'm not fucking pay. What's that?
Look at him. Just ridiculous things. Oh my God. Yeah, knock his ass over. Knock it out of his hand. What are you doing, sir? Yeah. Is that a boy or a girl? I'm so confused. Oh my God. Ah! There you go. There we go. Yes.
Come
like
on,
that. We like that. Yeah. We had one real Chad get involved, okay, when it wasn't his job or his business too. And we like that energy. So take notes, guys. Take notes. So, anywho, we continue. These people here, these Californians, in a way I feel sorry for you guys, but in most ways I find it difficult. But turns out they're finally sick of it and they're fighting back. So let's hear a little bit of that.
I just want to turn to the audience and ask them, who here has been assaulted, held up, or beat up? Just raise your hand.
Wow.
That's pretty sad. Okay. I have been held up in front of my house. I'm a fighter. I'm Irish. I don't put up with. Are you a fighter? Yes.
No, you're.
And I know that cop right there. I did Citizens Police Academy, and I did a ride-along one night, and I was appalled at how these cops were treated.
Oh yeah. Hello? Y'all voted for this. Did y'all not say defund the police? I guarantee you, if you look back on this woman's social media fingerprint, somewhere, some page out there that belonged to her at one point has a black square in the profile picture. I would bet money on it, y'all. Like, I mean, it's just like, so you're appalled at how the cops are being treated? I'm sorry. Didn't y'all like say that, you know, we needed to defund the police and the cops needed to basically all die? Oh, was that y'all? Oh, okay. All right. Well, whatever. What can I say now?
But your job, you couldn't pay me enough to do that. I wrote you and your colleagues on May 20th about a shooting. Don't look confused. On May 20th.
She's a fighter, guys.
About a shooting that happened. That bullet went through my neighbor's house. Not one of you responded. Not one.
Ghosted.
I'm going to send that email again to you tonight.
She's going to send it.
Oakland is
strongly worded, too.
I'm fed up. I'm absolutely fed up.
Fed up.
We're all fed up because of you and your policies, and you call these criminals. They're criminals. I worked in Richmond for 10 years, and I see that cycle over and over again.
Why don't y'all change it?
You need to start telling people to stop having kids or have them if they're ready for them.
What do the kids have anything to do with it? See, that's where you lose me. That's where you freaking lost me. The problem is not the criminals, guys. No, the problem is the kids that they're having. What? Like, oh my stars. Oh my stars. Oh my stars. Oh my stars. I mean, what kind of weirdo logic is that? First it was the cops. Now the cops aren't the problem. You know what's really the problem, guys? All these kids out here that you all are having. What the hell? It's not you as an adult being a criminal and living on the street, doing drugs in the open air, and then robbing and assaulting people. It's your kids that you're having, because that makes sense, right? Okay, yeah, you lost me, ma'am. You lost me. I'm done with you. I no longer am going to listen to what you have to say because you're not making sense. So let's move on from you, because you're an idiot, obviously, and you think that this can all be blamed on kids. The criminal activity in your city, it's the fault of the children, right? Okay, whatever. Let's see what this mulatto-looking woman has to say. You know, I don't know what race you are, ma'am, but I see the question here. Can you be racist to white people? Based on her face, guys, put it in the comments. What do y'all think she's going to say?
Can you be racist to white people?
No.
Why not?
Listen, educate yourself on racism. You cannot be racist to white people.
How? Why?
If you look it up, you'll understand. Cracker.
That's racist?
No, it's not racist. There's a difference.
If it was the other way around, then I'm racist.
Yes, because who was enslaved?
Why are we throwing it back that far?
Who was enslaved?
Have you ever thought, like, maybe racism isn't real? The higher powers are just controlling and doing that so we fight amongst each other.
That is big brain energy.
I'm being for real. I don't believe in it. Like, why can't we all just be friends?
Cracker.
Not a racist bitch. And see, guys, this argument, it really grinds my gears. Because it's a ridiculous thing to say that you can't be racist towards white people when I see it every single day on across platforms in real life. You know, not as much in real life because people are cowards in real life, but you see it every day on Twitter. That's for damn sure. And sometimes in real life, like in the instance of this woman, and I can, you know, recall very vividly one time that I was actually very openly discriminated against. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but I mean, so it is a thing, but to say that, like, oh, who was enslaved and who was not... Bitch, do you understand that all people have been enslaved? Like, there's not been a time in the world history where a group has not been enslaved by another group, okay? Slavery, we didn't invent it. We just put an end to it, right? There's still black people in Africa who are enslaving other black people, okay? Wrap your small mind around that. There are people in China who are being used as slave labor. We have children of all races, all ages, being sold into sex slavery. Okay? And she's telling this man to educate himself. Whenever someone says that to you, 9 times out of 10, you can guarantee that person is probably the most ignorant person that you've spoken to in a while. Because the people that say educate yourself are the ones who absolutely know nothing but what the media tells them, and they know nothing but what they have been sold as propaganda and fed into their brains on a daily basis, and they're repeating it as absolute truth because they're idiots and they can't think. Might as well be hooked up to a machine, chipped up in the pod, eating the bugs, because at this point, give it up, ma'am. You're a wasted life. Okay, I'm sorry to say, but yeah, you're a lost one. People that do get respect on their streets are actually the Irish guys. If y'all don't know about this, the Irish are going through a very rough period right now where they're getting a lot of forced immigration on them by their government as well. Obviously not to the same extent that we are getting it, but the difference is that the Irish are based Chads who are fighting back tooth and nail. They have hashtag Ireland is full, which is so based and so epic and so accurate. They don't want these people, okay? Just like we don't either, or at least some of us don't. That we don't want to have people forced on us who are going to live on the streets and beg and stink up everywhere and just be a burden to society. No, we don't. And Ireland is fighting back every step of the way. So let's check out this based and red pill chat here.
What are you doing? This is illegal in Ireland. This is illegal. You can't beg on the streets. I don't care if you're hungry. You get free food and direct provision. Your meals are provided. You're given 52.50 cash a week. You're taking the piss out of people. This is all. You're not homeless. You're in direct provision. You're in direct provision. There's no homeless foreigners. This is illegal in my country. You're not allowed to do this. You're not.
Go home. Go home. Please go home. What? So you came to this country for what? To be a burden on these people's lives and just sit on the damn street on the sidewalk? Okay, great policies you guys have. You know, this is y'all are doing humanitarian work. Yeah, you're so moral. You're so great. All these governments who are forcing this on everybody, great job. So let's get into this next clip, guys. This is if y'all don't know who Jesse Lee Peterson is, he is out of pocket and out of line on an everyday basis, just talking that shit that he talks. If you're not familiar with this content, I would suggest go check it out. It's quite entertaining. He is very extreme in his views, and he's probably more racist than anyone that you know against blacks. Okay, so let's hear what he has to say in this video.
Did you know that Black Lives Matter was an organization that was founded by a bunch of fat black lesbians who hate God, who hate the family, order of the family, who hate the unborn child, and they admitted, at least one of them, that they're a Marxist group and they've been trained to do what they're doing. Did you know it was founded by some fat black lesbians?
Wow. So first of all,
did you know that?
What we're not going to do is insult folks, right?
I think we will.
So,
well, they claim to be lesbians and they're fat and they're black. I didn't do it.
So.
But did you know they were founded by them?
I personally know them, right? So we're going to stop that part.
I mean,
you knew that before they joined. What made you join, knowing that? Because normally men don't follow women like that. What made you do it? Did you know that?
He's got a point, but I mean, that man, he looks like a fat black lesbian, so it's very bigoted of Jesse Lee Peterson to assume his gender. Maybe he's a fat black lesbian too. Maybe that's why he doesn't have a problem with it. Okay, you don't know. We can't assume these days, Jesse. So, very funny stuff. This is his typical, like, this is the level that he's on, pretty much 24/7. And this is just one instance, guys, of a your typical Black Lives Matter founder. We have actual video of this person here. Oh. It's just what your children want to see. It's just what everyone on the street wants to see, is this a unit of a body. And, yeah. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm going to get this off the screen now because that's disgusting. So this is very wholesome, guys. Very good stuff right here. This is a extremely wholesome and white-pilled video. And let's get into it, guys. It says, viral video shows a raccoon getting a donut from Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru. Okay, let's watch it. Look at this guy. He's a regular. He's cutting your
Dunkin' Donuts.
He's a regular, obviously.
Go hit him. What is he doing? Are they going to give him a donut? Are they going to give him a donut?
They know
Oh my god. Do it. Throw him the donut. Ah, look at him wave.
Look at this guy.
Oh my god.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Wholesome.
Oh my god.
Oh my Lord, have mercy. If that doesn't give you faith in humanity and the future of this planet, I don't know what will. You know, just very, very touching and beautiful things. So one person that we do not ever need in any fight is this old racist here. Okay, well, let's see what Joe Biden has to say and if he can even get it out. But back then, he actually could get words out, so this should be coherent.
Found out that this midnight basketball isn't getting them together, a bunch of jive folks living in their city to do, try to see if they can be Michael Jordan.
Hello?
When they found out, we're keeping schools open. So gangs come off streets instead of out raping my mother, marauding me.
Oh my God.
Robbing the local store.
What?
They're in a gymnasium. And my daughter will be safer. My wife will be safer. My mother will be safer. And I will be safer.
Wow.
And I will be happy.
Oh,
Found out
really?
that this midnight...
Okay, so if you, he wants to wrangle up all the black kids and stick them in a gymnasium for midnight basketball so they're not out there raping his mother. Wow. Very, very accepting. Very progressive, Joe Biden. You are doing the Lord's work right there in that speech. Very condescending, too, with that finger. You're doing a whole lot of finger wagging, okay? And if you go back and look at Joe Biden's speech during this time when the 1994 crime bill was passed, oh, this was his jam. This was his shtick, okay? He was on a racist kick. This was whenever he said he didn't want his kids growing up in a racist, in a racial jungle. He's got some doozies, okay? Just go back. Do your own research. Look into it, guys. That's all I ask. I really would like to know what are your opinions on everything that we talked about here. So let me know in the comments down below. And y'all, please go ahead and like the video if y'all liked it. That would really help me out if you guys would interact with the channel and the video. And let me know what you think, guys. And give it a boost, Boost it on up. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Okay? Bye.
I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.